again, but since we have 100 meters left on the line to get this good orbit data, we can just let it ride. Or if I get bored, I can. So I'm controlling the forward velocity, the speed of Hercules over the seabed with this max V setting here. So I sped up to pull the tether out and get it off Atalanta. If I slow down a little, we might be able to turn around while we're...
Hey, Lynette.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just wanted to give you a heads up. When we stop the survey, if you could drop a position for me, that would be great.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yep.
Are we there yet, Mom?
I will turn this ship around.
You actually could. Lynette, if you could take over the ship and take us somewhere, where would we go?
I don't know.
Alaska.
Maybe, yeah, maybe Alaska.
Alaska, we need to
No,
cool.
Hawaii, warmer, please.
Please.
The Canadians want warmth.
We're over Hawaii.
Totally.
What a luxury.
All right, let's compromise Mexico.
Ooh,
I'd
I
be
like
down
that.
with Mexico.
All
Mexico.
right, all right. That sounds pretty good.
Wow, that was a quick compromise. What a nice crew we have.
I feel like if we were like, hey, everybody, let's have an all hands and Mexico?
I mean,
Yep.
Nothing against Alaska. It is definitely on my travel list, but the warmth is higher priority right now.
That's fair.
There's a problem with that plan, though. We're out of milk.
We're out of milk. Well, surely we'd need to do a stock up. I think we're running low on snacks too.
I think the ship's loaded with a lot of cereal and no milk, which is a very dark place.
We're actually out
There's
of milk?
lots of almond milk.
Yeah.
No.
We're out of real milk.
No.
What?
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if real milk is, it's cow's milk. We don't have to say real milk.
I was very grumpy
can you
this
milk an
morning. No
almond?
milk for my coffee.
You can create milk from almonds.
Apparently you can milk an almond.
Do you know what
There
the
we
hardest?
go.
Do you know what the hardest part about milking an almond is?
Let's hear it.
It's getting up early and having warm hands. They don't like it otherwise.
Well, lucky for the almonds, we're up early. I don't know about warm hands.
The
Or
viewers
lucky
want to
for
know
us, I don't
if
know.
we'd go to the Gulf side or the Pacific side of Mexico. I think we'd stick to the Pacific side. No need to go through the Panama Canal.
That would be quite the mission.
They did actually go through the Panama Canal to come work on this side of the ocean.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Nautilus used to be in the Mediterranean.
Wow.
It was in the Gulf for a while as well.
That's right, the Gulf too.
Cool.
They
Was
did
anyone here on board when they went through the canal?
Rennie was.
Oh, cool.
Rennie's always on board.
Yeah, Rennie has been on every cruise, ever.
He doesn't call it a trip on Nautilus. He calls it a trip off Nautilus.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Ashley, I think if you want to, you can try and spin back around. The other thing we keep an eye on here too is this tether reps. So right now it's 0, so it's dealer's choice whether you spin clockwise or counterclockwise.
Okay.
Kind of go with your gut there.
Ooh, clockwise. Good choice.
How much time between clicks do you usually allow?
It depends on my patience level. So nice to see there would be the top of the tether. So once you get lined up, you can tilt the camera up a little. increase my velocity just a little bit there to pull that loop out a little. If we get too close with a low delta, it'll do what we call hockle or wrap around itself. We'll get a loop in the tether.
Hey, Lynette.
Yeah.
Do your sonars ever go in synchronicity? As I ask, as they nearly sync up. Hold on. Are they're different speeds?
Oh, these up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they appear to be different speeds. I mean,
sorry.
I think you could set them to be the same speed.
Oh, why did it change direction?
Because
Just to annoy me.
Dan's messing with you.
Oh, well, that's easy. If you have a piece of tinfoil, I'm distracted.
One of the capabilities we have is to reverse the scan. So if we're trying to like paint a target or light up a target.
Okay. I see. Rather than wait for it to do the rest of the blind side.
But my OCD has tried many times to get them to spin at the same direction. They are actually rotating at the same 1.8 is the scan speed. But because one is looking out 100 meters and the other one's looking out 50 meters, it takes less time for Hercules to make a 360 scan in Atalanta. You can get them to sync up if you put them both at the same range. And
I can't just. I think that would annoy me more, actually. I was undecided at first, but now I've committed to it.
my OCD doesn't allow them to scan one way and one the other way. That's probably what we call the sweet spot there for Hercules versus Atalanta. So I have to adjust my velocity again to maintain that because I'm going too fast now.
Okay, so I think we're about done with ship moves for now.
Roger.
Let Atalanta swing in and see what we see.
See what we see.
Hooray!
Yay.
We made it. Oh
Is the
yeah,
survey
something
over
in the
now?
multi-beam.
No, we're still
Something of interest.
the ship is stopped, but Atalanta
Oh,
is
okay.
currently, I don't know, 50, 100, couple ship lengths behind. So the pendulum, or as we call it, that Atalanta swing in.
Yep, but we get a nice little bump there. We can actually recognize
There we go. Chowder Hill.
What
Mark
do you-
it
a lot of
down.
surveying to find that bump.
What are you looking for here, Steve?
If you
that
look at
bump.
Ross Proc, you can see a bump.
The only feature we've seen for the last
Steve
3
suspects
hours.
it's called Chowder Hill.
Roger.
Might even be able to see it.
What a bump it is.
What a bump.
It's a beautiful bump.
I mean, after seeing non-bump for a long time.
We'll
So-
take it.
But just think of the beautiful map we made. That map does not exist.
It's true. And it will be much better when it doesn't have those square blocks.
Yeah, after
It'll
Rennie
help
does
us choose
some
a
of his
suitably
magic.
sized cable.
Exactly. Be nice to know what the substrate looked like too. Well, it was all nice sedimented.
Soft, sandy, muddy, flat sediment around the troll-resistant frame.
We should have taken a core, just for that reason. Not for any science reason, but an engineering
An
reason.
engineering core?
Yeah, just to, take a picture of it, look, see what it, does it sand all the way? I don't know.
Yeah.
And that part of when you're building a road, you got to see what the foundation is, whether it's sand or clay or rock.
No civil engineers in the back row, so
That's
no
right.
idea. Yeah.
I wonder how many sea cucumbers civil
Megan's
engineers
the only
have to deal
civil
with.
engineer. Megan and Kate. So, I think when is it, Thursday? This whole area was officially designated as a marine protected area now.
When was that? Thursday?
19th. So what is it now? I don't know. 22nd now?
Oh,
Who knows?
that is quick.
What's that?
I didn't realize that it happened.
I just looked it up. It did.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know either. So we are now in a Canadian Marine Protected Area called Tungwan-Hutch-Quikik Tsigis. Very hard to pronounce because it has special symbols for the sounds, and I probably have massacred it already.
Not nearly as bad as I would have.
Yeah, I've been practicing though.
Hey, Danny or Jake, if you guys are listening, we're about at the end of the survey, so at some point here soon, Ashley's going to have to go back to her day job, and I'll need a co-pilot.
Ooh, we got all excited about the bump, but someone asks if it's actually just an SPOS, suspicious pile of sand, and I like that.
It is definitely a suspicious pile of
SPOS still works.
sulfide mound.
Suspicious pile of sulfide. Suspicious pile of something.
Sulfide. Suspicious pile of sulfides.
I see. Is it? Are these cold seeps or hot seeps, or vents? We're gonna find out. Okay, hold my horses.
They were last reported. Where are we here? (280°C). So, depending on what whether it's hot or cold.
Yep. Yeah, right now it's set for 0.1. That's the max velocity here. Roger. 0.1 unit. Indeed, so, and it's not always, sometimes it's wonky, but the one that is the to-go. So the goal is, I don't know why it's, sometimes that works, sometimes like these are totally wonky numbers. But like if I double tap my auto XY, the to-go goes back to 0, but the goal is still some wonky number I don't understand. So then if I hit a step forward, I had a 25-meter step, and so it has, it's counting down that, and these will add up. I can stack them, or I can unstack them.
So currently right now we're just waiting for Atalanta to settle underneath the ship, and of course Herc to go wherever it wants to go.
Yeah, Atalanta's still moving. You can see the tail on.
Are we
where? You
yeah.
can see the beacon hits.
Yeah.
Where are we in relation to the target, which is probably well to the south of
and her hijinks?
No, we're.
So we haven't gone over the cork yet, or where? Roger.
I think the cork is just north of that bump. It's meant to be measuring that bump in some fashion. I think it got melted by that bump.
That bump is about 50 meters off our port side.
Yeah.
So, do you want to Norbit over the cork?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rancy.
Steph,
Yeah,
if you're
let's
still
do
back
some
there.
gas
We are.
tights.
Yeah, 1 sec. Okay, we stopped it.
3, 2, 1. End of
Perfect.
line.
Thank you.
I'll give Danny his seat back.
Raj, yeah, we're going to come
Thanks,
down
Dan.
and my pleasure. Thank you.
448. That was a 3.5-hour survey.
Yeah, Roger.
Oh, but who's
To do your
counting?
thing. Do you have to save the file and all that? business? Roger. I'm not sure there what the drill is. You
So-
don't have to do any close out. Just hit stop and that's it. Roger.
See how good I did with the recording? Oh, you can't hear it on anything here, eh? Yeah.
No, I can't, but I was going to say for anybody who's interested, the Government of Canada website has a pronunciation recording of the new protected marine area, and it was designated on June 19th, 2024.
It's basically 3 words from 3 different languages. Tungwan, Huchquikik, Tsigis.
Yeah.
Is it okay if we call it THT?
That seems to be, they put a bracket afterwards, THT.
Okay.
You have to pronounce the lowercase h.
With the mark underneath it.
It does have a marker.
Eh.
Well, I think that's a...
No, I think that's correct.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you have to pronounce that h in some different way.
Okay. Well, I'll look it up.
They have a
pronunciation
attempt.
guide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've obviously been
excellent.
practicing it.
Well, it protects 2.3% of Canada's ocean territory.
Yeah,
And
wherever we don't fish.
yes. Well, here's what it translates
Hopefully
to.
don't mind.
A Haida word meaning deep ocean.
You
Tungwen.
want to rehome the DBL if you want.
It's
I'm
a
out of
overlure stop.
auto XY.
Tungwan?
Yeah.
One?
And a Nuu-Chah-Nulth and Pachi word meaning deepest part of the ocean. Hutch.
Quikuk?
Yep. And then a Quatsino word referring to a monster of the deep.
Sigis.
Sigis.
Can you come down for me, Danny?
Cool.
You're not on SPL.
You know, I am now. I can come down. Where do you want to go?
Seabed. Lynette, when you get a chance, can you rehome the DBL?
Sure can.
It's interesting, the cork did not, the corks, might be more than one there, did not show up on the orbit that I could see anyway.
I don't think we're there yet.
No, it's just, from my mapping, it's just, that would have been just north of that Chowder Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have that map? Can you pull it up?
Oh, pulling it up now. Oh, here it is.
You done with your gauges, or are you still working on them?
Oh, we're good.
Show me Chowder Hill.
What's going on?
Oh, you're zoomed way in. Yeah. Oi, oi, oi. Easy. Use this zoom instead, because then it won't actually zoom your web page.
It's lost.
Ooh, bottom. So exciting.
Yep, but lots of stuff.
Definitely a little more exciting than where the TRF
Maybe we
is.
should get Fabio down here. Fabio, if you, he's probably watching or is falling asleep.
I mean, it is 5 in the morning.
Yeah, the two primary choices on Nautilus.
Watching or sleeping. Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
What do you want, a 20 meter delta?
I don't know. Depends on what the tether's doing. Which I can't see at the moment.
I'll turn the heading here in a second.
Looks like there's a target of some sort in Atalanta sonar.
So our our location that we have, I think we have 858G in there somewhere. Nav, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just at the base of that hill that we saw in orbit. So the north base of it. So if we went there, we'd be able to climb that hill and presumably find some venting on top of it.
So you think we saw Chowder Hill. So you think we've passed all the venting spots? Like
Well, just
you
by,
think we should turn around?
well, I think we're right here, and we just went down.
Okay.
And now we're heading to there.
Okay. So Steve would like to go, you want to go south and then east? See if we see anything?
Well, they have a,
Nav's target is west of us. So it could be off.
It is
But
off.
we haven't
The other
reached
side,
Nav's target yet.
the other side was significantly off.
How could it be off? It's like done from a drill ship in, oh yeah, in Loran time. Okay, yes. Seriously, yeah, it would have been 80. It would have been, yeah, when would it have been? A long time ago. So it would not have GPS, so it could be well off. I would say
Okay,
that
so
bump,
let's go south then.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
trawl node was, do you remember what the offset on the trawl on the frame was?
We could look back and survey.
But that was GPS.
Yeah, but it was like, 50 meters off.
Well,
Remember, it's plus or minus.
We actually, believe it or
so
not,
that's
did not
24.
have it in our database where that TRF was. We had the end of the cable.
We had one and it was wonky. So I have a couple sonar targets.
Katie's saying these are definitely off.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
Katie.
Yeah.
The maps.
Yeah. So let's go south.
Do we want to head back to Chowder Hill or
What are those targets on Atalanta sonar?
We would like to go back to Chowder.
Targets on Atalanta sonar. I don't know if they correspond to anything on the the nav screen. I
They'd
can't.
be pretty much south though, southeast.
I think we should probably get,
Yeah, back to Chowder Hill.
should I get Fabio, or somebody should get Fabio? Maybe me. I don't see any.
We need
volunteers.
to. It's going to take us a while, Steve, to get wherever we're going. So we need to decide.
We
Okay.
want to go to Chowder Hill.
Yeah, let's go to Chowder Hill.
okay?
Dan, do you want me to white balance before we take off?
We did white balance at the beginning of the dive,
Okay.
unless you think we need another one.
No, I think we should be good if Amber...
So are you suggesting, Steve, that the thing we passed on the left-hand side of Herc is where you want to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Roger.
I
Okay.
don't know how you get that direction and position from the
well,
orbit,
We
but
can figure
Nav
it
took
out.
a mark when we passed it.
perfect.
Ornette is on it.
So
Okay, so we'll do 40 meters, 110,
40110.
moving you that way.
Roger.
Bridge nav. Can we have 40 meters, 110, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn and
Okay.
burn here, Danny. So
Was that map in the Nautilus folder? Okay, under science.
is that my?
Okay,
You've got 0.8 teva wraps.
Roger.
okay, perfect.
Is that my bearing, Lynette, or ship? You're trying to put Atalanta over it?
That's gonna be ship. I can get you one.
I'm going to come around to the in front of Atalanta.
Yeah,
with
115
Atalanta's
for
bearings.
you.
Roger. If you come to the left, Danny, it'll
Not
take some of
completely.
that wrap out. I'm coming east of you.
He heard you.
Other left. Other way, mate.
There's a question in the chat whether
You'll basically have to look east.
Chowder Hill is
Looking
a
east.
cork.
Best if you just tell me
There
east
is a
or west,
cork
because
very
left doesn't
close
make
to
any
Chowder
sense.
Hill. Yeah.
I was going to say that we're about to find out. Any thoughts on why Chowder Hill?
We have a sonar target east
Sorry,
of us.
Steph. I don't know.
idea why it's called Chowder Hill, AJ?
I don't. Maybe Dr. Katie can advise us on why it's called Chowder Hill.
Oh, okay. I
New
will wait
Englanders?
patiently.
Katie says she's, Dr. Katie, says she doesn't know where Chowder Hill name comes from.
Oh, I see. Oh, I was hoping it would come up on my screen, but you got special.
I'm just in the stakeholder
It's a
chat,
stakeholder chat.
which
Oh, I see.
you might be a member of.
I'm
You
sure
should be
you're
a member of.
I'm sure I'm in there too. There's too many devices. But I mean, I guess, why not Chowder Hill, right?
Why not?
Why not?
Kind of sounds like Chatterhead.
Kind of, yeah, actually.
My grill.
You know what? I'm with you, Danny. Yeah, Blueberry Hill works too.
We need some more.
Look what happens when I turn off the port and starboard lights. We didn't adjust that camera.
No, we did not, because we were not involved with the
So
deck time.
one of the things I've been trying to do is keep the 110 above 110 and keep the AC amps below 30. I manage that with how many light circuits we have on.
Yeah, port and starboard light being off is great.
Yeah.
Can kill some Atalanta lights as well. Actually, I find it. You can
Because
get a better,
cameras like the low light better anyways.
They do.
Ooh, I wonder if those are sea pigs.
Getting after that chowder.
Ham chowder.
Ham chowder. Ooh.
So 30%. That's 30% Z bias. No autos.
So that was hanging out.
Yeah, it changes every dive, so I never know. And I like to.
Dr. Katie was saying that the naming of the sites predates her research in
So
Middle
it floats
Valley.
up a bit, but I like to.
I like that. It predates your
Give
research,
her a
meaning
little thrust down.
don't blame me.
Yeah. She said she was in high school when the corks were installed.
So maybe the myth is not a myth.
What's the myth?
About
Verena's dog
the
dying
dog.
at home.
I mean, guess we just have to trust.
Well, we can ask Verena.
Gee, how would you
Raina,
approach
like
that?
Raina Jenkins?
Verena Tunnicliffe.
Oh, Verena.
Yeah,
I thought you said Raina.
Verena Tunnicliffe. You know,
Sorry.
Steve, I look forward to how you would broach that conversation.
I think via email, so I won't have to worry about any kind of problem.
Ugh. What is that?
Yep. What is that?
What is that?
That way, when I goose
Looks
it
like a
too
cube.
hard, I let go of it. And
Yep.
it
It's
floats
a
up a bit.
dusty one.
Dusty one.
camouflaged.
Oh, look, a beer bottle.
Oh.
Seriously?
Oh,
Yep. Or wine. It's a long neck. That's a beer bottle. Interesting.
That's our
Where's
first
our
piece.
great cameras?
Maybe we can recover it if we come past it later.
Heard. I lost my
But
sonar target.
yeah, Steve mentioned the corks are expected to be north of that, so.
Yeah.
Some viewers are wondering about the holes in the
Yeah.
seafloor. What lives in them? That's a great question.
So it should show up on sonar, right?
I would think so.
What's the, what are the ranges?
50 meters on Hercules, which is the one on the right, and 100 meters on Atalanta, which is the one on the left.
Okay.
And we did have a target there, but
I haven't.
We could have
yet to
passed
see a
it.
target on Hercules.
pretty flat.
Yeah, Katie says the corks should make good sonar targets, but not really seeing it.
Nope.
There's one on Atalanta forward.
There's also one.
It's pretty far.
Come down a bit, Danny. Let's see if we can.
Coming down.
Freaked me out, that red thing coming into the camera. It took me a minute to work out what was going on.
Ooh, look at that.
We saw one of those at the, not quite as good, but we saw something like it at the trawl resistant frame.
Cool. I wonder what it is.
16-meter delta.
Roger.
I called it
sonar
a
targets.
splat snowball.
A splat. I wonder if it's an anemone or a sea star. Looks kind of anemone-ish.
it's not a sea star. Looks like an anemone.
Anemone-ish. I'm sure that if we were kind to it, it would become an friend.
Looks like the...
Can zoom in on it if you want, actually. That's good.
Oh yeah, it's an anemone. Very cool.
That is cool. We've seen these before with like a little isopod with them, and I wonder if that's like kind of at its 3 o'clock. It looks like there's an isopod. Yeah, see, it's wiggling.
Looks like there's something in Atalanta sonar.
That is an isopod friend. Weird.
Oh yeah, cute. So tiny.
Yeah, I wonder if that's...
Jake, are you able to show us where the bump was relative to us in Rossbrock?
I was looking around, but
That's it there to our right?
yeah, right here.
Okay. So we're on the wrong side of it.
Yeah.
What direction is that? That would be south?
South, yeah. Didn't we go south?
We have to go south. We have to go further south.
Which way did we go?
We went back east.
Oh,
There's something on Atalanta.
About 80 meters
Yeah.
from the bump.
So that could be it. The target's on the right in Atalanta.
It's pretty far away in Atalanta, 80 meters.
It's pretty far away in Rossbrock.
Yeah, same thing in Rossbrock, 80 meters.
Oh. Wow, what a zoom. I'm looking at our iNaturalist page. It looked like we've seen one of these before.
iNaturalist isn't complete as far as I know.
it woke up.
I touched the seabed there.
So the ship is moving east, Lynette?
The ship is no longer moving, but we moved southeast
Okay, is Atalanta still moving?
a little bit.
Okay, when you're ready, could we call in another ship move because I think we got a ways to go.
We're ready.
Steph, every picture I've seen of these,
Turn your head, Danny, and light
I've
up
had a
that
little
sonar target.
friend
So you
as
gotta
well.
come right.
Bridge nav. Can we have another 20 meters 135? Thank you.
Yeah, make your heading 135. I think you come too far around.
135?
There's a target. Yeah, put it on 135 per minute. Let it scan once. Gonna scoot out here.
Right there. Directly south of us.
Hey, exactly where Lynette has the target.
Oh, cool.
Another one, and look, it has a friend.
Bring your head to the right. It's 10 degrees. You're good, you're good. I'm pulling it off here.
Definitely a target there, directly ahead.
Roger. That helps Lynette figure out her next ship move there when you're pointing at it with Atlanta. Helps me get lined up on it.
Go, dog, go.
This kind of looks like what we saw, hey?
Yeah.
Pachyceranthus borealis? Maybe?
Pachyceranthus borealis?
Not quite.
Oh. I think Pachyceranthus borealis would be like elephant tree.
Pachyceranthus.
Ceranthus.
I'm probably not pronouncing that. But pachy.
Still cool though. Thanks for looking it up.
Looks like you're gonna have to mosey us south.
Yep. Just waiting for this move.
Roger. What are we doing once we're here? Looking?
Bridge
Looking
nav.
and gas
Alrighty.
We're
tanking.
going to the top of the hill where we expect to find some venting and taking a gas diet.
Roger.
And temperature
Can
first.
we have 20 meters south, please? Thank you.
So a great question here about whether or not we go back and pick everything up we see that shouldn't be there, i.e. the beer bottle. And it depends. If we have the ability to grab things, we often do. Sometimes it causes more disruption though to remove something that's been really overgrown. So it's kind of a case-by-case basis. And kind of a fun example, if you go to the Ocean Networks Canada website, there is a YouTube link to a video of an octopus living in a rice cooker. And again, normally we would recover garbage like a rice cooker, except this octopus has made it her nest. And so again, moving it would have done more harm than leaving it. So that's a kind of neat video you can check out.
Generally, we don't pick up any marine debris with Hercules that we encounter. We make a note of it. The reason for that is we have limited real estate on the vehicle, and it impacts the ability to achieve the dive objective. Like, you know, if we had a bio box full of marine debris, we wouldn't have any room for science experiments.
Makes perfect sense.
And the risk,
So
there's risk involved
there's
there.
that hard target now, and that's probably the wellhead.
That's
yeah,
Hercules.
it's a soft target in Herc.
What's that?
Yeah, Herc's got a soft target now, 10, 20, 30 meters away.
So beware of wellhead.
The hard target you see in Atalanta, that's Hercules.
Is that an octopus in front of us?
30, 60.
I don't know which is which. Your left is Atlanta?
Yeah. So the dot you see between the first and second range ring, those are 20-meter range rings. So Hercules is currently 30 meters in front of Atalanta. We're down low with Atalanta, so we get a good sonar sweep in the mud here.
And we're expecting that rise behind, or
Yeah, the one that you
is
see
the
on
Chowder Hill? Because that's exactly where that cork is supposed to be.
Roger. The third range ring is
The hill?
20, 40, 60 meters away. That's the alleged hill.
Yeah.
We're doing the steps to get there.
And
is
you can
that
start to see that hill in Herc's sonar,
It's an
30 meters
octopus.
away from Herc.
It is an octopus?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
It is
You
an
see it in
octopus.
cinema.
At the moment, I'm waiting for Atalanta. Otherwise, I'd be looking at the octopus.
Skip the octopus, head to Chowder Hill.
You gotta talk to Lynette. She's driving the boat. Thought we're moving that way.
Now she knows.
Yeah. I had a TMS
The boat's in charge anyway, so wherever the boat's going,
Atalanta
Atalanta will
eventually
follow.
gets there, and then Herc has its little
Has no
Has its
choice.
little leash, dog on a leash.
Bridge nav. Can we have another 10 meters south, please? Thank you.
Can push in a bit there, Ashley. Yeah, that's good for now, thanks.
I wonder if they bury themselves in the sediment. They always have such dirty tentacles, which, like, they're normally quite fastidious animals. So I wonder if that's because they
Push
bury
in
themselves.
just a bit more. Good, thanks. Trying to sneak up on her because if I get too close, it'll fly away. Or become defensive. If you come out just a little bit there.
Yep, it's making 8 fists. You want to mess with me? Look, my bulbous nose is more bulbous than it was before. That's pretty ferocious looking.
It's not messing around.
Well, it's definitely got us cornered in terms of speed.
Yep.
It's got a really cool eye. Oh, thank you.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
I got too close. We'll just let it crawl out of the frame here.
I wonder if it thinks it's going really fast.
Yeah. My dust cloud's catching up with me there, so it's probably diminishing returns. Okay, you can go wide, thanks. Still 40 meters away from the hill. I think I'm good for another 20 there if you want.
You want 20 south? Bridge nav. Can we have 20 meters south, please? Thank you.
Oh, you're getting some interesting and some different substrate here.
And this is just the bottom of the little mound that we came to. Looks like drill tailings to me. There should be a cork around here somewhere. How tall is this thing, Steve?
I don't know.
Me neither.
We're going to find out.
Can the Norbit tell us?
That data has not been processed yet.
I think this is it.
These are, they look like tailings to me.
Yeah, so basically this is the slower sulfide mound building stuff that happens around here.
Is this sulfide building or tailing from drilling a hole for the cork?
Maybe. I thought it was just the beginning of the mound. The mound itself is probably built by
You're fully stretched.
hydrothermal venting. But I'll actually...
Hercules is king of the hills. Not very proud of it.
So we didn't see any target of any cork yet? I guess we're still not there.
Oh, I'm sitting on top of it.
This is it. This is what we picked up in Norbit, this mound.
The S.
Well, starting of it, I think. I don't think we're...
Okay.
So
I don't think it's going to go up anymore.
I am now looking to the west.
And you're spinning
Come
Atalanta.
tail to tail. So it's downhill to the west. Downhill to the south, which was our direction of travel. That's looking south. Spinning to the east. Yeah, there's a little uphill to the east. I'll go east a few meters here. Dun, 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 dun. And that's looking like downhill to the east. So I would say Hercules is sitting on top of the hill.
I'm surprised we didn't see any target for any cork
I see no target for no cork.
on the way over here. Interesting.
Could it be to our west, where the nav target originally was?
Might be. Well, we don't see anything here. We're thinking that we're on top of the hill.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident on top of the hill. I thought that was tailings at first, but maybe not. I'll come down and have a look at see what it is. That's it's carbonate. Some old hash there. I don't know. Downlight's coming on.
What's that directly ahead of us that's just out of, is that a, that's not a mark of any sort, is it? A dark?
Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could go have a look over the edge of the hill there. I think I might have enough leash now. Still waiting for Atalanta. We're tail to tail.
I can't tell.
I don't know if I got enough leash to spin around there without mucking it up more. Look north, Danny. If you please.
I can try.
Atalanta, look north. Heading north.
So Steve, I have this map, this like printed out map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the dark black circles, D-F? Is that what we're thinking is
Yes.
the cork? Okay.
It's the one, there's one that's marked 858G probably. Maybe
Sorry,
there's,
Ashley. Downlights.
I don't see anything like that on this map.
You can zoom in there.
We do
Ashley.
have a target in high pack labeled 858G.
so they're all really close together, and they're direct, if we're on top of this hill, they should be almost directly north of us, just maybe 10 degrees true, according to this map.
I think we would have seen them.
Yeah, I mean, we
We
came
should've-
down from the north.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
really concerned about.
So could we be on some unmarked hill to the east of this whole site?
That's what I'm worried about, some
Yeah.
other place.
Yeah.
We could be on
I don't think we've
that
seen
hill, or, well, coming down, could have went on this hill?
The
Well,
only
anything
other, the
directly
only
to the
other
east we would
sonar
have
target
seen.
we have is to back where we came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the east, or
To the west. To the west.
The west.
Yeah,
The
okay.
west,
Well,
yeah.
do you want to head back there and chase some other
Well,
sonar
let's-
targets?
Yeah, there's, we can't, I
Or
mean,
do we wanna-
we can't really do a scan here because it'll take us forever, right, to just do a mapping. I don't think we're on top of the right hill.
No, I think we got to go further west, maybe. I don't think this is the right hill.
Yeah.
This is a hill we passed, though.
There's none of these. Correct, yeah. We understand this is where we asked you to go, but it doesn't correspond on our...
Yeah.
It's not what we would expect to find here based on our maps, so I think we're too far east to get onto our maps yet.
That's,
So we're going to continue west.
Yeah.
Roger.
Loran or no Loran?
Okay, do we want to continue directly west from here?
I guess the fear is that we might come too high or too low. I mean, we don't have a lot of confidence in that nav marker, so I don't think it matters. I think we might as well come directly west from here and then follow our sonar.
Katie is putting some messages in the chat. She said this doesn't look like the Chowder Hill pics that she's seen.
Yeah,
that's our theory too.
Yeah,
Oh,
not as we thought.
Another great anemone there.
Okay, so we can start heading west, see what we see, and then maybe if we're not seeing much, head back north toward the high pack target?
Sure, yeah.
That's right. That's perfect.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Because it's, yeah. We should be able to see wellheads on sonar.
I think they call this a fly trap anemone.
Roger.
Yeah, we saw one of
okay.
these.
When you're ready to start moving west, Dan, let me know.
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're out here in the middle of nowhere.
Bridge
I
nav.
could zoom anywhere in a heartbeat.
Can we have 40 meters west, please? Thank you.
If there was structures around, I might whine a little bit out in the middle of the mud. You can drag me anywhere you want.
Deal.
I mean, these mounds could be episodic, like for the venting. So it could be that it is Chowder Hill, but not venting anymore. But the fact that we didn't pass anything hard when there's supposed to be at least one definite cork. And that would have been visited in 2014. So if we have if that lat long is the correct lat long, it wouldn't have been drilled in 2014, but it would have been visited in 2014. We should have a good lat long for it. A GPS from a drill ship.
I really want to touch that.
Be a good test for the still pick.
Is the ship moving?
Take a picture.
Yes, it is.
All right, Lynette, if I gave you a lat and long in decimal minutes, could you add it to high pack?
Sure.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
48, and then 27.25 minutes.
Okay.
And then 128, 42.25 minutes west.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, you want to hit take photo there, just for we get a picture of the...
Yeah, got it. I'll also hit autofocus to take a photo.
Yeah. Be a good test for the... I don't think I've actually taken a still cam with the still cam. Not one where we're sitting down with some background.
And for those who are just joining us, we are looking for a couple of markers at Middle Valley. We've got some older maps that we're looking at and trying to figure out where we are. And we have zoomed in on what I think is a Venus flytrap anemone.
We're waiting for a fly to land in its jaws.
Yes, we're waiting for the
Predatory
deep sea fly.
event.
The deep sea fly.
The deep sea fly.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the tsetse fly.
Wonder how long we'll have to wait.
I don't know. What's fly scuba gear costing these days?
I don't know. If I had to name him, I would name him Seymour.
Seymour, yeah, that would be fitting.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, yes.
Feed me. What was the name of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors?
Wasn't it Audrey? Now I gotta look at it.
It's been way too many years.
That target might be pretty far off from us, Lynette.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Audrey.
Do you want to resume the multi-beam till we get there?
No.
Because we like totally have time.
I wonder if I have that one on my library, on my hard drive.
It won't cost us any time to come up and start the orbit again.
Depends on how far we got to move.
Okay, do you see that target, AJ?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Is it where we think it is?
I mean, it's going to be really far northwest of that target, like
Define
200
really
or
far.
300 meters.
Oh, no, we can.
What's going to be 200 or 300 meters northwest?
This topology we're looking for, and according to one of the maps I have, probably like west-northwest, 300 meters.
And I don't know.
So I think we have to go pretty far west, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Where's the target? It's AI?
I dropped this point.
But where is it?
It's here.
Okay, so yeah.
And west-northwest 300 meters is west of the 858 mark we have. So
if you want to
sort of
get there,
averaging those two old marks would put us somewhere in this.
Yeah.
If you want to get there as quick as possible, it's easier for Lynette to focus on moving the ship and me to focus on following it, rather than setting up for an orbit thing.
Bridge.
Yeah,
map.
no, that's what we're doing, right?
So let's get there.
Roger.
Can we have another 40 meters west, please? Thank you.
And Danny, I have
Yes.
been informed that it's Audrey 2. Because,
Audrey too.
yes, his girlfriend was, or his crush, was Audrey 1. So the planet was Audrey 2.
It's pretty benign out here, Lynette. If you just want to put Atlanta over those new coordinates, I'd be happy with that.
I don't think we have new coordinates, right? We're just moving west to see what we see.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
No, I've lost the plot. You want to go wide there, Ashley? If we can catch the Tina 4.
Was there a more recent visit than this, Steve, that might have accessible nav data?
This looks like
This is 20. This is 1994.
based on
modified.
that map. So the and the
Song.
registration. So these
30-year-old.
holes are 10. So that's newer.
Okay,
But since then they revisited.
but they
this
might not have updated this point.
I think that's new to the. So it's the same map.
Oh, if we scroll up
Push
or
in
something.
just a hair.
No,
past
you're
No, I
right.
still got the
Jury
point.
there.
Oh, but it looks like it's in a different spot.
Yeah.
So they moved it further out, and that's 42.75. This is 42.25.
Danny,
Lynette, can I give you an updated
you're all right. You
longitude?
might have to come up a bit
Sure
there.
can.
Tether's kind of low.
Coming up.
So 128 and
And
then
you can,
42.75.
Spin around. Come right up.
You've got 1.7 tether wraps.
I know. Come
Okay,
right
you
up
want
and
the same
spin
latitude?
the
Yeah.
tether wrap out. Or come right up and we'll meet
So
in
just
the middle.
half of a minute.
Come up to like
west, I
25
guess.
before we try that.
I don't know how large half a minute is.
Yeah, not much.
A kilometer.
Is it?
Well, in
In longitude.
Yep.
That's good there, Danny. You hold the west.
half a nautical mile. Isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to spin all the way
A
around.
minute is a nautical mile.
No?
Keep looking
Katie
west.
sent a location from the Alvin frame grabber for the dead dog spire. Seems pretty close to what you sent to, you gave to Lynette.
Hold the west heading and I'll stretch it out.
48,
See what we got.
42.58. Yeah, we did 42.25 was the original one, but we knew it had to be west of that. So yeah, this, I think this jives.
Okay. Oh, she just sent coordinates for Chowder Hill too.
Thanks, Katie.
You want to stick those in as well?
How far west did that just go? That looked like it went really far west.
So it is 350 meters,
Okay, you can come down a bit.
Further west?
yeah, further west.
Oh yeah,
from
we're way
the
too
ship.
far east.
Yep. That was a bump that
Ooh.
was somewhere over here.
Yeah, exactly. It was off the map. It was a decoy bump. Yeah, so the mounds we're looking for, Lynette, may be west of that target as well. So
Okay.
Okay, we know there's more than one bump then.
we might really just have to keep going west.
Okay, we'll just keep cruising.
Yeah, let's keep cruising.
Okay.
If she can do it, you can bump her speed up to half a knot.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Bridge nav. We'd like
How's
to
that,
continue
Yeah,
moving
let me come
west,
back down here.
pretty far, about 250 meters. Can we do that and bump up the speed to 0.5 knots? Thank you.
Okay, at yeah, maybe come up.
Lynette, if you've got more, if you got a moment, we got more coordinates for you here.
Come up another 5, Jenny.
Coming up 5.
All right, go ahead.
All right, 48 degrees, 27.318,
Okay.
237 north,
Okay.
and then 128, 42.543,464 west.
543,464.
Yeah, those are in degree minutes.
Got it.
So with the downlights off, one of the things I do to help me
And this
I
should be
judge
the
the
most
shadow to help
up-to-date Chowder Hill target we can get.
sort out my
Roger.
altitude. So if I'm, you know, below that 1.6, I'm the shadow starts appearing below me. So right around 1.8 is kind of a sweet spot where you can actually tick in the auto alt if you want.
Yep, that's what I was doing earlier.
Or not, but it's comfortable to click in and out, auto out. It's really soft right now because we have it set up for Norbit, so it's going to be a long, but it'll make smooth video. So there, it just porpoised from my set point of 1.8 to, here's my set point indeed. Yeah, my goal is 1.9. So depending on how I horse it and how the tether interacts, blah, 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 it's gonna, anyways. Really have to get out of here.
Lynette, can you change that to read?
Ready to give it a go?
Make a note
Got
that it's a
hundreds of meters to
2014
play around,
target,
practice your landings.
since we haven't found it yet.
Yep. Oops.
So, AJ?
Yeah.
Some of our viewers think that there should be a significant amount of clams, alive or dead, not to be determined, around Chowder Hill.
I should hope so.
Maybe that's why it's called Chowder Hill. Clam chowder.
Most likely.
AJ, can you give me the lat for that again?
Sure, yeah. 48,
48, got it.
and then 27.318,237.
Roger.
You can call that Alvin Chowder Hill.
Yeah,
Alvin chowder?
2014 Alvin or something.
Steve?
Yep.
Any thoughts on what's in the little holes?
Someone.
Thank you.
Clams.
Clams, okay.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first, people. Something in the holes. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's not too far.
Oh, nice.
So most likely clams or bivalves in there, spitting up sediment. I know some
There's
of our...
other stuff that does it, but let's go with the chowder clam,
Okay, sounds good.
or we can investigate.
Frame of that fish.
Could be
That-
polychaetes.
That's up to you, my friend. You
We're
are
heading
the...
straight for that.
Put it in the cinema can.
Could those be the targets
Practice
60
flying.
meters away on Atalanta?
20, 40, 60.
Possibly.
Off to our left.
Fish.
To the south. Southwest.
For anyone who's interested, some of our cameras are deployed on sites where there are many holes like this, and they've watched for movement of sediment, and which is called bioturbation. And so you're welcome to check those out as well, and perhaps whatever lives in there will make itself known.
And there's another target in Atalanta, 20, 40, 60, 80 meters away, straight ahead.
So the Atlanta sonar is relative to Atlanta
Yeah.
heading, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
which is straight
Which
west
is
right
east.
now.
Yeah, west, yeah. One of those guys, which I forgot what they are.
Rat tail?
This is the one that stands on its
Tripod?
tripod.
I
I
don't know.
think they're the rat tails.
I think they're rat tails too. I dub the rat tail.
Coryphaenodes. Phenodes.
Oh, that one's named Cory. Thank you. That's got to be confusing. There are other fish named Cory.
So many.
Actually, when I kept fish in my home aquarium, my favorites were Corydoras.
What? Downlights coming on.
Whoops.
Nice.
Hey, video, go ahead.
AJ, did you want to investigate those Atalanta targets?
Let's keep going
Okay.
west. Ooh, these are some skinny spires.
Yeah, those targets don't make much sense from what we're expecting. We'd expect to have something on the other side like that, the east side or the north side, right?
I'm not sure what you mean.
You know, that will help.
Alright. Atalanta's just above Hercules now.
Okay, I'll take off. Okay, go ahead, video.
So majestic.
I guess like those targets to the south of Atalanta look pretty, like those are pretty strong targets.
Yeah.
Is Herc able, well Herc can't really, Herc's not really painting any of those. I guess they're 60 meters away, so Herc's
Yeah, they're
sonar
too
doesn't
far away.
really
We'd have
reach.
to go south.
And Herc can't go south while the ship's moving west.
Not much. Yeah.
Okay, well maybe we should stop the ship then. What do you think, Steve? Stop the ship and have Herc go to the south, see if Herc sonar can pick up some of those targets that are on the
We could just
south side
finish,
of Atalanta.
try that official target.
Okay. But if we
first.
stop the ship now, Atalanta will swing there.
Yep.
Bridge nav. Can we hold position, please? Thank you.
It'll make us pass those targets, though. We can't go back to them. But I think we should investigate that first.
Okay.
Now that we've,
Well, yeah.
or,
So these targets that we're seeing in Atalanta, in order to get Herc there, we'd have to back the ship up again.
Yeah.
Because right now we have quite a bit of layback between the ship and Atalanta, so it's going to keep dragging everything west.
so we might as well check out
fine.
that target first.
Yeah, there
And
is a
if
target.
there's nothing there,
60 meters west of Atalanta as well, so we can go see that target.
and it's very weird that there's targets on that side, not the north side of the line that we're making.
Downlight's going off.
Well,
Yep.
it's on an axis, so we
Gummy
just might
squirrel.
not be hitting the north targets yet because we're just approaching here.
Yeah.
So we might not. This is so far away. This is what's north of us, so it makes sense that there's nothing north if we're hitting some of these west and south.
But if those targets are correct, then like you're saying, we're right here.
Yeah, which is fine.
If you get back in the box and get ahead,
Yeah,
then
I'm working on it.
you'll have a little bit of time to stop and look at things.
Yeah, working on getting it back in the box.
Yep.
Now that looked like something man-made on the two triangles on our, right there. Pardon me, left. There's a great question in the chat actually about the fish seem to have huge eyes, which we postulate are for gathering even the tiniest bit of light, and how come they don't freak out when we get close? Probably a number of reasons. One being that we're so bright that it can't see us. Like we're just so incredibly bright that it's
Saturated.
yeah, it's more data than its brain can take in. Second theory, its brain takes us in but doesn't recognize us as a threat. It's just like, oh, that's cool. And maybe third theory is that there's probably not a lot of food down here, so there's not a lot of energy, so they probably wait until they're certain they're in danger before they move. They don't have a lot of extra calories to spare. Or maybe some combination of all those things.
All the above, as well as a lot of these creatures down here don't ever see light, so they
There's a Herc
don't.
target.
So they actually don't get affected
20,
by the
30,
light.
40,
See that
45
cinema cam?
meters
What's that?
away.
Looks like a pot.
Yeah, it looks just like a pot.
Go take a look at it.
Might as well fly by it.
Steve, some folks are wondering about
So Lynette, you see
what might be
Five
at Chowder
down
Hill.
the Herc target dead ahead, 45 meters?
What might be what?
40
At
meters?
Chowder Hill.
A vent.
A vent.
Vents. More than one
Yeah,
vent.
super faint.
Yeah.
Paint
Yep.
bucket.
You think we'll get there with the,
The hill-
when the layback settles out?
The hill is likely made
Yeah.
by
Perfect.
venting for long
Surprised
periods
That
of
works
time.
for us.
Living in it.
Okay, there's another bucket here.
Yeah, we
out
might
of
even
nowhere.
overshoot that with our current trajectory.
Yeah. Maybe Danny can get us a little closer so we can get eyes on it. Danny, you see the Herc target dead ahead? Faint target, 40 meters.
Yep.
Can we go have a look at it? Or at least as close as you can?
Some folks are wondering what devices might be here, and Middle Valley is currently not instrumented. So there aren't any devices here so far other than maybe Cork, which again isn't part of the Ocean Networks Canada network. So anything that's here is for much older. It's not related to Ocean Networks yet. Oh look, clamshell. Is that a good sign?
That's how you know we're close to Chowder Hill.
Is this like Finding Dory? Oh look, shells. And we just have to follow them home?
I haven't seen it.
You're missing out, man.
I mean, Finding Nemo is one of the all-time greats, but I have not seen Finding Dory.
You're missing out, man. Plus, that was a great joke.
I'll take your word for it.
All right.
So AJ, where you wanting to go?
Dead ahead.
Okay. Well, I gotta wait for Atalanta.
Okay, there's something coming up now on visually.
Can you pan the camera up
Yeah, I got you.
or tilt it up?
Cinema cam's not saying anything yet.
Not too much excitement.
Feels like there's a slope to the north, up.
Yeah, which is maybe what consistent with this ridge. If we're coming here,
So X
as we
marks the spot,
suspect.
Lynette?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it in your sonar anymore, though. 10, 20, 35.
Maybe these are wandering hills. The hills do the wandering.
There's a faint target still. 25 meters.
Just 20. Oh yeah. There might be noise, I can't tell.
What is that?
More shells.
46.
Oh yeah, there's something
Something
set on
weird
my
in
cam.
overhead cam. Marker or something? There it is, coming into main cam.
It's
It's like a light post.
I hope it's a signpost. Oh, I hope it's a signpost.
It's a valve.
A valve?
So
I
is
believe
this
that
the
was...
top of a cork or something? Or a
I
hole?
don't know what it is.
Oh, I thought that was the voice of God. It's a
Well,
valve. No, it's just Jed.
You can pay, here we go.
Do you see that strong Atalanta target to the north?
Yeah.
That corresponds kind of to our high pack targets here.
Can we see the top of this? No. I know you want us to look at that, but it's totally out of focus.
Well, we can fix the focus if we're clever.
Okay, so that would mean, I think that would mean your theory is pretty close.
Katie says she thinks it's drilling debris. It's not a, she doesn't recognize it as a signpost.
is it just the cork but really far away? Or
So Atalanta's still settling forward.
24.
Yes.
Oh,
Can you read that?
yeah. ODP 24.
Could you go around to the left of it?
I don't see any
Rotate right.
here. That would be 24.
It's got more information.
PP.
OD,
P24.
DP,
It just says PP 24.
PP.
It is a signpost.
There's a 5.
There's more, it keeps going.
Oh, 05 PP24.
That's what we've gotten so far.
What is this code?
Dr. Katie says this may be a pore pressure probe. Yeah, she says PP is pore pressure. So we're in the ballpark.
You know, they always tell you to be careful of pore pressure in high school.
I think you're
things
thinking of peer pressure.
Oh, dang. So this stick isn't going to invite me to start smoking?
no, and there are creams you can apply to minimize your pores, excuse me.
Oh, right. Yes, creams for peers. That's right. Yeah.
Well, since we're here, we might as well go check that actual chowder target.
Yes.
Alvin 2014.
Well, we're there. I mean,
Yeah, we're there.
We're there. We would see it. This is it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, we're facing the opposite. We can face it maybe more north.
You want to go north?
No, just face the camera north. So either by the ROV or...
Maybe Dr. Katie can tell us how deep that probe goes.
Yeah, if you want to just try to zag up there real quick, we'll just hit that target.
Yep.
Up the hill.
We do have a target in Atalanta forward to the west.
Yeah, 20, 45 meters, 50 meters. I think this is a good sign. We're going the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't know whether your idea up here might be right too.
Or we're down here and we have to go north up the Inspired Mounds.
That's what I was originally thinking.
Yeah.
Based on that, but
All
you're right.
We're pretty much right over the Alvin target right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a big hill. We're climbing a hill.
Can we climb the top of this hill?
Once Atalanta stops settling out.
We're going to keep getting drugged to the west.
Well, the hill's going to the west.
Yeah, we follow it to the west, and then when Atalanta stops, we can go north. Oh, up and up and up. This feels like a Chowder Hill climb.
Yes,
yeah,
it
Danny,
does.
you're going to have to turn west. And
Yep.
Also looks like a bunch of stuff that's been dug up.
The excitement is palpable.
I just got pulled.
Is that what that is?
Too fast.
Definitely a steeper hill than the one before.
Yeah, kind of jumped the gun. My fault.
Oh, you were excited.
Yeah, you just.
I mean, it was a clear target on Norbit, right? So why wouldn't we investigate?
Yeah, we just.
It was the only feature we saw after 2 to 3 hours of flat.
Reminds me of when I went into the Nass Valley, which is famous for its volcanic eruptions. And we found this
looks. Oh, it's just. Is it just the lighting? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
Monica.
Oh no, it's all good.
There's something in front of us.
We just found a little patch of volcanic rock and thought, oh, this is it. And then we came around the corner and saw the rest of the field, and it was like, oh.
What's that glare? Nothing on sonar.
Dr. Katie said those, she's not sure how long those probes were, maybe 5 meters. It would have been part of the 1996 drilling leg.
Wow, so that's pretty deep probe then.
Yeah, pretty deep.
Ooh, that's a different fish. That's not a rat tail.
There's not a rat tail.
I think that's a Pacific flatnose. Sorry, I'm speaking about the one on the right. I have no idea what the one on the left is.
Unfortunately, Atalanta's dragging me, so I gotta...
Oh, it's all good. I'm just enjoying the fish.
Oh no, Atalanta's behind me. She's dragging me backwards.
Is Atalanta settling?
Did we? So are we attempting to get to the top of this? I think we either gone over it.
Well,
now.
no, we've come along the south side of it because we had to abide by Atalanta's swing.
Right.
But I think Atalanta looks to be settling out on ROV now.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Seems like it.
So north is uphill?
So can we make our way north? North is uphill.
Yeah, I can make my way north.
If Atalanta stopped, we can maybe go and explore in that direction.
Okay, yeah. I think we
Awesome.
still have a little bit of swing left, but we can start moving north.
All right, Danny, so could you go maybe 045?
045?
Yeah.
So back the way we came?
Yeah, like to be north of Atalanta, up the hill. Because you came you had to, I understand you had to sort of continue west as the hill kind of passed us on the north. Yeah, see, this feels uphill, no?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for a move north?
Yep.
Bridge nav. Can we have 20 meters north, please? Thank you.
So some viewers are wondering, is this a borehole and will a sensor be placed here? No, there won't be a sensor placed here. We're not placing any sensors. We're doing some hopefully some gas-tight sampling. And we're still trying to figure out exactly where we are, so stand by on that. Turns out the bottom of the ocean is far too general.
And Atlanta, how many targets?
This is fun.
It is fun.
Don't know what we'll find.
Not really.
I'm just gonna crab crawl this hill.
Ooh, look, a rock.
Oh.
Maybe I'll curve my enthusiasm. Set the bar higher.
Oh, that looks like... Oh, no, it's just more rocks. It's definitely getting white.
Yeah,
see up there?
there's something up there, yeah.
Yeah. Chowder.
Gotta cook it.
Plowing.
I'm plowing? Oh,
See the corner?
yep.
Sulfury.
Yeah, Danny, you might want to come up a bit because there could be a spire here.
There's something here. I see it.
Oh, yeah, look at that
Your
in CinemaCam.
your Tritech
Yeah.
sonar too.
Yep. No, he's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Look at that spire. That's cool.
So that doesn't seem to be Chowder Hill, but it seems to be the other guy, Dead Dog.
There's
It might be pretty
definitely-
hard
There's
to...
gas venting from it for sure. Well, not gas, sorry.
Oh, yeah, look at
Hot
that.
Look
water.
at
Wow.
How tall is that?
that. Those are 5 meters high.
So we can't sit there. There's no way to sample that,
No.
Not without
hurting it.
doing damage for sure.
Well, at least we got a point now. We have a point, and I believe...
Yeah. Maybe Dr. Katie, I don't know if Dr. Katie can tell us which one this is.
Yeah, this is...
You think it's Dead Dog?
Yeah. Well, it's...
Looks like a
maybe,
dead dog.
or maybe it's Chowder Hill changed into something else.
Katie is saying that this is Dead Dog.
Dead
Yeah.
Dog, confirmed. Thank you, Dr. Katie. Hooray, it's still going.
And it's pumping along. That's pretty hot looking.
Yeah, that looks hot.
I mean, it's pretty clear, so maybe it is getting mixed in with some water. Is there anything
So-
at the base? Maybe we go around it if we can, like spin around it to see if there's anything at the base that's sampleable.
How could this be Dead Dog? Because that means we would have passed Chowder Hill on the east. There's no way we passed anything on the
No.
east.
We remember we saw a bunch of targets on.
Oh, so yeah, you're right. So we were here,
Yeah.
and we kept coming west, and
Yeah.
now we have to back the ship up and go there. Okay,
Right.
perfect.
That
Yeah.
does, you were right. And
So we got to go. Oh, could you say that again for the microphone?
AJ speculated he was did the proper speculation, and then he forgot that he was right, and now we had to tell him that he was right.
Thank you, Steve.
It's a long-winded way to say it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it.
He was right for a while, then he got
Then
unright.
he was wrong again.
Yeah.
But he
Redeemed
was,
himself.
Lynette, so we're going to want to do a line southeast from here.
It does look like there's quite a bit of shimmer at the bottom on this side.
so there's a little guy down there.
I guess, Steve, you don't want to move just yet, eh? You want to still look at this?
Yeah, well, look, is that sampleable down the bottom there?
Maybe.
I mean,
You can touch it.
I'm always a bit of a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. We can start looking for something else, lose this, never find it again.
Well,
Have to
maybe,
recover.
Danny, can you sit
That's
by the
what I'm
vent?
gonna working on right now.
Perfect,
Bridge
thank
nav.
you.
But it's all very
We're
diffuse.
okay here, Lynette, for a minute.
It's diffuse there.
Can we hold position, please? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Probably gonna get a little pulled by Atalanta. But
Yeah, don't get pulled into
Wanna
it.
Push out there.
Atalanta's
Jake,
south, so it'd pull us to the left.
Are you going to hit that?
Backing off.
We are now in a marine protected area. This
Only we
guy
come
is
here yesterday.
protected. If we came here yesterday, you could have knocked it right over and just made Katie, lots of people cry, but
Nope.
you wouldn't be breaking any.
We won't make anyone cry
We
tonight.
wouldn't have.
Um,
So according to Katie, this is much bigger than in 2014.
Okay.
Lynette, can we move the ship
I'm-
or Atalanta over to back to the east?
Yep.
I'm sure this has been asked, but can you fill us in
Bridge
again?
nav.
Why Dead Dog?
We don't know.
Can we have 20 meters east, please?
Yeah,
Fair.
Katie.
It was It was a spin on, what did we say? There was on
Red Dog Hill? Or?
Bent Dog? Was that the other one?
Shatter Hill. There's Inspired Bounds and all these other things.
Monica,
We're heading to Bent Hill.
No, but we're talking about why Dead
there's
Dog?
a nice description in your screen if you go back a few hours, but it might be difficult to find.
This is a different place. That's the other vent place.
Okay.
That's all you got.
Might have to search for it.
Yeah, a little more. So it's less like pulling Hercules.
What was that,
Yep.
Dan? I'm getting pulled. I know, I'm just trying to keep position. And get a good video of everything.
Oh, here you go. Thanks, Jeb.
You're welcome.
So this was
on her screen. Okay.
4 hours ago. Just want to dispel the looks like someone's dead dog naming rumor. Dead Dog is a riff on Red Dog Field, which is a famous fossilized hydrothermal vent deposit in Alaska. The Elven dive story, Well Colorful, is a myth, and that's from Dr. Katie. So it's a riff on Red Dog. So they called it Dead Dog.
Okay, we got 3 stories now.
Well, I trust Dr. Katie. I'm going to say that one's...
Over Steve? Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
100%.
Yeah, I can see.
Well, hold on. We have three stories. One was a furry. It was furry, and that was why it was called a dog. Now we got a Red Dog, Dead Dog.
Are you guys looking to put the sub down? Front row?
We kind of got to move the ship back a little bit if we're going to put the sub down on the other side of this
Okay.
little structure, because...
Roger. Our target to see if it's sampleable is the low...
Yeah.
Sort of the lowest hotspot we can see there.
Yeah, the problem is we're like more than 90 degrees, like facing back towards Atalanta, and when you do that, the tether is pulling it, and it's just not stable.
I understand. Could you land on the Atalanta side of it? Like, I think you've come back around now, so Atalanta's behind you again.
Yeah, we could, I mean, Danny, you could try to land here. See if there's a sampleable spot. It looks like it's on the other side, though.
Yeah, so definitely venting on the other side.
It doesn't look incredibly hot.
We got a reamer. We could always punch a hole in the side of it.
We'd rather not.
Marine protected area.
Yeah, could have done that on Monday.
Did you not hear that?
Yeah, ship sailed.
I don't know, is this vent fluid?
I'm going to porch out,
Yep,
Danny.
go ahead. There's not really anywhere to land on this side. It kind of falls off.
Jeb, you look like a Marvel villain in your glass prison.
Prison or lair or
Downlight on?
Yeah.
kingdom?
Prison.
Prison. It was the last available seat.
That is true.
I might move up once we start doing the temperature measurement.
Yep.
Well, it is not very good prison because it's open on one side.
It might be a prison for a bird or something that doesn't realize it's open, just keeps hitting the window.
Yeah, well, if this has been around for, 10 years and just growing, it's not that soft, but because I don't know, it looks fragile, right? But it's probably pretty hard anyway. So as long as we don't careen into it, we should be able to be within MPA kind of
Happy there?
rules of not destroying the only vent that's out here, only vent spire that's out here.
Yeah, it's a little high there.
We want to get to the other side of it, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, you guys feel free to move the ship to get us around the other
Yeah,
side.
it's been moving, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You're one ahead of me.
One step ahead.
Bridge nav. Can we have 10 meters 045? Thank you.
Perfect.
How about that? No, don't want to twist me around.
So one of the problems is that it's kind of like flares out at the top.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to reach far in. We'll take a quick look there. If we're gonna spend forever trying to do it and it's not very hot, it's not very good, maybe we should try to find the other one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I mean they're your gas tights.
Well, it's the community wants to have it.
I agree that it's worth spending a little bit of time to see how feasible a gas tight is here.
Yeah.
Well, and that crevice right in front of us seems like the best spot. On this side.
Steve, do
Yep.
these collapse under their own weight, or do they get sturdier as they get older?
Well, the newer parts that growing aren't sturdier, but the bases are, you know, you're basically making rock. I mean, you're making all the stuff that you can see that mound that we're sitting on. That's all coming from here.
Okay.
So the hill wasn't. I don't think there's anything else building hills here. But again, I'm not a geologist.
I see.
But this mound is
we
from
know that earthquakes
years.
can play a part in that.
Yeah, and they found that they fall over for all kinds of reasons. But like there was 40 centimeters of ground shaking at Maine and Deverfield. We know that, and I didn't see much falling down there. Now, if you'd fall down if you had an earthquake underneath you that moved the floor up and down 40 centimeters.
You know what? The floor doesn't even have to move for me to fall down, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just that's a big. You'd be hiding under your desk if you could, and it did that, you know, maybe for 10 cycles.
Do you want to get a temperature in this crevice?
Well, can we? What's the distance to there? Do we want to go a little bit more to, you know, get
around the north?
Around the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
To get a better position?
You might be able to try to now as we continue to drift over. Danny?
Okay, you want to look down at the camera?
Yep.
I mean, you remember what it was like when you had to reach out too far.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't get the angle.
Okay.
Oh, it's soft.
So soft.
Okay, well, now we'll have a place where I can sample. But that's tragic.
You barely even touched it. I think it was the thrust.
The thrusters.
Yeah.
I didn't even thrust back.
It was barely anything.
Sorry, Katie. Well, let's just take a look to see if there's now a near seafloor orifice, and
super fragile. Oh, sorry.
Let DFO know that our first major breaking MPA rules just occurred.
Katie has reassured us that it'll grow back. It's what chimneys do.
But yeah, but you warned us, Katie. We were trying.
Am I?
Anhydrite.
Okay, because my heart is in my stomach right now.
Let's see if we made a orifice down there as soon as it clears up.
Bridge nav. Can we have 10 meters north, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I was dead stick. I just let off the stick lock and where I was sitting, I let off stick lock and it just started floating back, and next thing you know, the whole thing came with us. Okay.
Monica, Dr. Katie's laying down some real knowledge in this chat if you want to hop in.
Okay,
Some
all
real
right.
science.
I do love me some real science.
What's that? I think we already did that. No,
No, we didn't touch it.
We don't have permission to knock it since June 19th. It's an MPA. I would not want to be filmed doing this, knocking it over. We just knocked over the whichever direction that is, north tower.
There's a vent right there in front of us.
Side.
You want to sample that?
This right here?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You
yeah.
can sit far from it.
Well, that's what I mean. We knocked it over there, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that should be that's a
gas tight.
That's a gas tight right there, and we've.
But these are going to be really soft, so we want to make sure that we keep some distance between us and the remaining structure.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Dan, do you want in here? Do you want in here?
You got it.
No, you're fine.
Oh, I'm coming down. Sorry.
Oh, look at that nice bend right at the base. I wonder if that yellow is sulfur.
Yeah. Yep. Pulling away. Well, I thought I had a happy ending, and I didn't like it. I just don't want to knock over the other half of this thing.
Yep, take your time. I mean, it did, these things falling over is what made this giant mound. So they do fall over, and the mound keeps on growing. Yeah, and we've basically made ourselves a perfect little hole. It has its positive aspect.
Yep.
JJ. Can you invite me to the external chat? Apparently not. I'm on the internal one.
How's that, Dan?
Go for zoom, Ashley. Yeah, you don't really. You just can't really get much there. It's just shimmery.
Yeah.
Like I just did?
All right.
Want me to go wide?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
There it is.
Nice landing, Danny.
Jake, once we're happy here, we're going to go for the temperature probe.
Yep, roger. Where is the temperature probe? Where did they stow the temperature probe? Oh, it's that? Oh, we put it all in the front of the board.
Yeah, it's the bars wand for Jabbar's V2.
The bars just throwing me off.
Yeah, so you can go for that blue wrapped T-handle there.
Roger.
Thanks.
Yep.
Can I get a position for when we're taking these samples?
Yep.
Thank you.
Are we getting good video on shore, do you know? Monica? Or anyone? Yeah.
It's been pretty good for the most part, I think.
Yes.
Minor interruptions.
Yeah, one of our viewers reported that it was a bit jerky and staticky, but now it's a little bit back, so they've been working on it. Oh, you're right, this is a very interesting chat. I'm going to share this with viewers because I think this is interesting. So apparently it's called anhydrate.
Anhydrate.
Anhydrate. Anhydrate is retrograde solubility, meaning it dissolves in cold water and precipitates in hot water.
I've got that position now, Lynette. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So when fluid venting ceases, the chimneys fall apart and the anhydrate dissolves.
I didn't hear anything about a pull pin.
No, this says it's just twine tying it down.
Oh, someone said that the stream went down.
Oh no.
I will send an alert.
Hopefully it went down right as the towers fell.
Not quite.
Modifying the planet?
Well, apparently the whole hill will fall down as soon as it stops venting, so really.
Yeah, the C2 video is remarkably caught up.
And then...
So here we go with our bars, Jabars. Where's our Jabomaniac?
Down here. Yeah, before we get too far off the porch, if you wouldn't mind just firing it up, we'll get some ambient readings.
Yep, turning it on now.
Thanks, Danny.
I think I have a great grab on that. But
So just, unless you want to explain this thing, you might as well go for it. Jeb.
Sure.
Okay, you should be good.
Sure, this is a recycled instrument. This is a device we recovered from our subsea network because it had a failed resistivity sensor. But the temperature sensor should still be good. And
it got burnt. It had another major fault.
Yeah, but
it got burnt through. So it was no longer connected to the internet.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the crucial.
The crucial piece, the reason why we recovered it. Yeah, so replaced one cable on it. And right now it's reading 1.7 degrees Celsius, so that sounds about right.
Good enough grip for a thermal probe, I think. You want me to pan up?
It's a good thing we have a nice large orifice, or we'd never fit it in any kind of.
Yeah.
We'd have to ream it, and then by that time, poor old anhydrite.
Pan up.
Yeah, we decided to leave the temperature probe on the bigger assembly there for robustness and to honor the original design to keep it from melting.
Jeb, are you going to be operating the, or reading out the temperatures?
Yeah,
okay.
I can read them out as they change or as requested.
Yeah, I think just as often as they're coming in.
Okay, about every 20 seconds or so?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing for the other ones.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'm now seeing 18.1.
Okay.
See?
Can we push in for a little bit of zoom on the?
And Katie did indicate in the chat a maximum temperature expectation. Steve, did you see that? It was like 280 or something like that?
It's a little bit further.
Say again. There's.
Oh, Katie said we shouldn't expect more than a certain
280.
280 maybe. Okay. So we got another reading here, 69.0.
Roger. 69.0. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't think you can damage it anymore, so.
That's right. We don't have to go slow with this. Oh, I mean, aside from being careful, we don't. Ooh, 199.9.
That's hot.
Do I hear 200?
Price is right rules, can't go over.
$1. 1 degree.
1 degree.
Yeah.
I bid 246.
The reference temperature is still looking good too, so we're not cooking the thermistor. 237.7.
Nice.
Yeah, I tested this in the lab here on the ship too with some boiling water, and I got 96 degrees, so that was after it had sat for a few seconds. So I think we're dealing with a probe that's still reasonably accurate.
Things cool down when you run down with the tea kettle.
From the mess.
With a cup.
We got a bit of a drop there, 227.3. 227.3.
Is there a way to get it in slightly deeper?
Oh yeah, I'm on a weird angle. I'm trying to come up a little bit here.
Oh, nice.
Now, Jeb, is that pyrite crust around the tip?
That's kind of what I've heard. Again, I'm not a geologist either, but